Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that made it another week. Thanks. Today in the news, yes, that Twitch Millionaire is playing you. In a recent stream after playing for a bit, Tyler Ninja Blevins, aka the dude who put a giant billboard on the corner of my street near my office, where I got to see him advertise himself every day for a month, ended his stream saying, "I can't do this anymore." He said he needed to take a break from streaming and quit the game and the stream abruptly, as reported by PC Gamer. So the question they ask, is it real or a setup? And normally this is where I talk to you about burnout and how it affects anyone. Doesn't matter how popular you are, doesn't matter how many viewers you have, that constant chasing of numbers and chasing of money and chasing of attention, it does a number on you, especially if you're a streamer these days, because my God, it's all about just following trends and being the first to do a thing. And if you're not first, how quick can you get there? And that kind of stuff. And you always want to keep changing games and you don't want to be stagnant. And you're always trying to get new viewers and it's a hustle. That can burn you out. It doesn't matter if you have 200,000 followers or 50 followers. It's tough. I mean, look at Pokimane, who took a break recently, for example. Or honestly, any major streaming star, doesn't really matter. You can burn out at any level. The difference is, and there's a difference, when Pokimane burns out and takes a month off, she can expect to come back to a huge welcome. When she returns, after however long, she's going to show up and stream and do a I'm back party, and people are going to show up and she's going to make bank off of that. Her audience will return, people will talk about it, it will get publicity, and she'll be back right where she started. It happens all the time, especially when someone gets in trouble with Twitch and then they have to leave for 4 days on like a suspension, and then they come back and suddenly they're more popular than they ever were. I mean, that's a game really that people are playing, but we're not stupid. We know that level of fame on Twitch gives you a few perks. You can do stuff like that. You can vanish for a while, come back, and be just fine. Most other people, and I mean 99.9% of everyone on Twitch, most other people, if they leave for a while, their audience is just going to move on to someone else. I have a friend right now who's taking a break. One of his big worries is that when he comes back, he's going to have lost all that he built, right? That's the hustle. Is you're spending all this time building, and if you walk away from it, do you lose that? And that's scary for people. But that is not what Ninja is doing. On PC Gamer, they say before he stopped streaming, the star remarked pointedly, "I don't know where I'm going to be live next." If this isn't a deliberate attempt to gin up publicity for an upcoming announcement, it's uncannily similar to one. Since then, the star's social media accounts have undergone a radical makeover. They no longer have profile pictures, the names have been changed to user not found, and they've been updated with a message that reads, "I just need a break. I don't know when I'll be back or where." His Twitch profile no longer has its verified status, meaning Ninja, one of the platform's most famous streamers, is no longer an official partner. Not to mention before his last stream, he tweeted about something big coming. So yes, I don't want to spoil this for anyone, but it's a gimmick. He's doing a thing because he's trying to gin up excitement for some new creative project, whatever that may be, and he's done it before. Others have done it before. It's all marketing BS. When you're at that high caliber, you're surrounded by people that this is what they do for a living. They try to market you and grow you, and this is just another scheme of some sort. It's just branding for some new thing, or him going to a different streaming platform, maybe YouTube, who knows. But yeah, this isn't like, oh, I'm so stressed, I need time off. This is clearly a thing. In other news of exactly what you would expect, on Reddit this past week, players of Diablo Immortal have noticed that their accounts display a negative orb balance. Now, for those of you like me who no longer support anything Bobby Kotick is involved with, orbs are a currency in the game, where you can spend something like $100 to get 7,200 of them. Well, apparently, third-party sites are selling orbs, which I can't figure out how that's even possible, but it's being done, and you can get 7,200 for something like $30 or so. Obviously, people are then using third-party sites to save some money, which is a whole other conversation. But according to users, the orbs they bought have been removed, and now they display a negative balance. And in order to purchase and use legitimate orbs, they must first clear the negative balance. Dude, did Blizzard put people in debt in a video game? Rather than admit third-party sellers having access to orbs is insane and totally their fault, they're punishing the people that were smart enough to buy them on the cheap. Some users have claimed that accounts that don't repay their orb debt after a certain period of time will be permanently disabled. And others are claiming that instead of receiving a debt, they're instantly being banned. And part of me desperately wants to believe this is all made up. It's all BS. But I keep looking into it and I keep finding more. Like this post over on Reddit where dude's explaining his situation and then adds, edit, seems like with the negative orbs, you can't do any group activity like joining a party, rifts, dungeons. But funny enough, you can join BG's LMAO. That is totally insane. Speaking of insane, it's time for your Cren Minute.
Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to the Cren Minute. This week, we're talking about slowing down. Just like Lore Walker Cho said, slow down. Which is relevant because I'm playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic, although that's Miss Pandaria. But besides the point, it's crazy to think that was 14 years ago, because I started YouTube in Wrath of the Lich King, so I've been doing YouTube nearly 14 years. Whew. Either way, I've been enjoying it. You know, I wanted to level another character. I didn't want it to be the slog that classic WoW kind of was, but I still enjoy that. But you know, personal preference. But it's a little faster, so I'm playing my Night Elf Druid, having a good time. There's still people just like trying to power level, get to the end, do all this stuff, and it's like, I guess if you really enjoy it, that's fine. But I feel like a lot of people are just doing it to do it. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you take the time to just slow down and appreciate what you're doing, the questing, the leveling up, the experience, the zones, everything about it, it's just a lot more fun. And that goes for real life too. If you just, take some time throughout the day and just kind of breathe and analyze and take in your surroundings, I think you're going to have a better day. And that's my Cren Minute.
Thanks again, Crendor. Well, that's it for the show. That's it for the week. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the likes and the subscriptions and all that stuff. I'm not going to show anything today. I just want you to have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.